Okay, so I did a patch notes video for Skull and Bones 1.3, and there's been a lot of comments already talking about the helm and basically your manufactories and their upgrades. So if we go to the map, I've currently got 371,216 silver, and if we go to the helm, you'll see that I've got 6 manufactories that need funding. But if we go into funding the manufactory, you'll see that it's now going to cost 4,200 for a base fund. And that's on a level 3. When you get to level 4s, these are costing 9,000 and upwards, up to nearly 11,000. So I've got 2,000 pieces of 8. I think what I'm going to do is just take a random... Let me go with this one, because this is the first one in my usual run for collecting. I'm going to upgrade this one and see... basically how much more expensive it gets. So it's 1,000 for the next level. The capacity is a lot bigger now. So let's have a look. We'll put this up to level 6. So it would cost 2,000 pieces of 8 for the next one. This is going to produce 43 per hour. But if we have a look at the funding, yeah, that's crazy. It all depends on how long this actually funds for, which we will check in a second. So I can get 45 per hour with a capacity of 1,500, but it's 21,000 silver. So let's do the Blue Lotus Opium and have a look at how long it lasts. I mean, it's funded for a day. So it's not as bad as, the comments are going mad about it. You can't do your runs as often, which is fair enough. But, I mean, to do the supply run, you've got to deliver 140 poppies. And I believe someone said they fixed the roving bug that let us get loads more materials. I think with a capacity of 1,500, producing 45 an hour, that's funded for a whole day. So if we fund a level 3, how long is this funded for? Because it's only got a capacity of 200. If we get because I can't get black snuff, if we take the white skull gin, that's 41 per hour. It's costing 5,000 silver, but that's funded for 6 hours. I think what I'm going to do is, I'm actually going to join this hostile takeover. Or no, I'll leave this one, because I want to see what happens if I don't participate. Am I going to lose that manufactory now? I don't know why there's hostile takeovers when I have access to every single one of them. So when you've got a level 9 manufactory, it's going to cost you a load of silver. But that silver is paying for funding for 40 hours, and your capacity is 3,500 on that manufactory. Okay, so it is really, really expensive now. The hostile takeovers are gone. I don't know why they even popped up in the first place. I'm going to wait the 16 minutes and then see if any more pop up and take one on and see what actually happens. But yeah, it is really expensive to fund your manufactories now. I've spent 66,000. I think I've funded 8 of them. But then obviously they do last a lot longer. Okay, so the next hostile takeover is available. There are 2. And we've got this one here for Anko Hanana. I'm going to call this place Banana. I'm going to join this event and see what happens, because I already have the banana manufactory, so I don't know, it is baffling. I'm going to fast travel to the sacred tree, then I'm going to sit in the area and just wait for it. Okay, so we're at 95%. Let's see what happens when this completes. I've got no idea why this shows up. The legendary heist, I understand. If you have other regions and stuff unlocked, because they've made it so that you can do the legendary heist, say for an example in this region, and unlock it in another one. Wait, I got 300 pieces of 8. Takeover successful. Wait, what? I got 300 pieces of 8 for that. Nothing changed with the manufactory itself. Okay, so if you already own a manufactory, you just get a bunch of pieces of 8 given to you. And I'm not sure if that increases for the higher the level of your manufactory. Because if that was the case and I had a hostile takeover for this level 6, and it was going to give me 1,000, that's a really, really good way to get your hands on pieces of 8. But yeah, the hostile takeover, I managed to get 300. I'm not going to complain about that. And overall, I think the changes to the end game are good for those that don't want to be logging in all the time, that constantly have to do collection runs. But those that enjoy doing it, it's obviously going to frustrate, because you can no longer do it that well. You can do it that often if you want to, but it's just it's not really going to make a difference. But I'd say it's more beneficial to just wait, because you're going to have a much bigger amount. And then if you go do the helm wager, you're in a low populated server, you're going to get a massive amount of pieces of 8. But yeah, that was a look at the changes in the 1.3 update for Skull and Bones regarding the manufactories and the end game. And what we're going to do is leave that video there. Let me know your thoughts and stuff about it in the comments. I will see you guys in the next one. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching.